Hello students. In this video, we will discuss isolation, characterization of actinomycetes for production and conformation of antibiotics. The actinomycetes present in the soil are responsible for antibiotic production. So, in this video, we will discuss virtually how we isolate actinomycetes, characterize, identification and production of antibiotic and confirmation of antibiotic production. These are the requirements. We have to collect garden soil, or sometimes if we are having pure cultures in our lab, we can use directly. Soil extract agar media, starch casein agar media, yeast extract, malt extract agar media, then sterile Petri plates, test tubes, conical flask, centrifuge machine, micropipettes, incubator and high resolution microscope. So let us start the procedure. The principle behind this experiment is initially identification of actinomycetes and confirmation of antibiotic production. The actinomycetes are gram-positive, facultative, anaerobic filamentous bacteria. They are showing typical filamentous structure, but they are having prokaryotic bacterial moiety. They are characterized for the formation of branch filamentous body. So sometimes they are also called as ray fungi. Particularly, they produce mold-like spores, fungus-like spores and conidia. For also, they are called as ray fungi. They are widely distributed in natural habitat and involved in various metabolic activities, especially for industrially important antibiotics and some strong metabolites like enzymes. They mostly present in the soil and generally they are harmless. The dominating species Streptomyces is suggested as best producer of antibiotic. Apart from that, Nocardia and Micromonospora are also some species which are responsible for large-scale antibiotic production. This is the life cycle of a typical actinomycetes. The spore present in the soil get germinated under suitable environment and produced initially substrate mycelium. Substrate mycelium grow and later on, after extensive development and accumulation of nutrition, the aerial mycelium get developed. The aerial mycelium mostly belongs to reproductive hyphae. The reproductive hyphae produced chromosome segregation and septation, leading to the formation of chain of spore or conidia. These chain or spore of conidia have typical arrangements, and with the help of this arrangement, the actinomycetes are get identified. Coming to the procedure, if we are not having pure cultures of actinomycetes in our lab, we have to isolate them from soil. So first part of our procedure will be isolation of actinomycetes. In that, primary isolation requires soil extract agar medium. The soil extract agar medium is prepared by boiling 100 gram of garden soil with 100 ml of water for 30 minutes. For this, we can use directly autoclave. We can mix 100 gram of soil with 100 ml of water in a flask, cover it with aluminium foil and get it autoclave for 30 minutes. After cooling, the extract is filtrated and soil extract is obtained. This soil extract is of turbid coloration. So to remove the turbidity, few pinches of calcium chloride is added, and after settling down the soil particles, clear filtrate is obtained. To this clear filtrate, after filtration, 1 gram of glucose and 500 mg of dipotassium phosphate and 15 gram of agar is added. And this, after homogenization, converted into soil extract agar medium. This is converted to 1000 ml and pH is adjusted up to 6.8. So this is soil extract agar medium used for primary isolation of actinomycetes. The actinomycetes now then inoculated with collected soil suspension by spread plate technique. After incubation 5 to 7 days, this is master plate. This is master plate soil extract agar medium inoculated with the soil suspension by spread plate method. The complete spread of inoculum, and after 5 to 7 days of incubation, the dry, rough colonies of actinomycetes appear like this. These master plates are mixed colonies, having some colonies showing gray pigmentation, some are showing pink like pigmentation, and some are clear white. In this plate here we can also see the pink colonies with gray nucleus, and some colonies are pure white, some are off white. So in soil extract agar medium we can isolate the primary culture of actinomycetes. Then second step is pure culture production. For that we have to prepare starch casein agar medium. This is the combination of starch casein agar medium. It contains soluble starch, dipotassium hydrogen phosphate, potassium nitrate, magnesium sulfate, calcium carbonate, ferrous sulfate. 15 gram of agar make up to 1000 ml of water, and pH is neutral 7. Prepare this starch casein agar and inoculate the cultures from the master plate to that by streaking, and incubate the plates at 28 degrees centigrade for 7 days. The pure culture obtained after 7 days are of individual species, and they are subjected to morphological identification. They are now observed for morphological observation. The morphological characterization includes both macroscopic and microscopic observation or characterization. The cultures are observed under macroscopic structures, macroscopic characters, and then for microscopic characters. The macroscopic characters includes colony characteristics. As we know, we are familiar with the colony characteristics of bacteria, that colony margin, colony elevation, colony size. Like that we go for the colony characteristics. Then pigment production, if any, and absence and presence of aerial and substrate mycelium. This observation is called as macroscopic observation. We can also include the size and the color of the colonies and like that. For microscopic observation we go for cover slip culture method. To examine the arrangement of spore and sporulating structures, we insert a sterile cover slip at the angle of 45 degrees centigrade in the agar medium, where the initial pure cultures are already growing. After 4 to 5 days of growth, the cover slip is removed, and with the help of sterile forceps, and it is put on a clean glass slide. The cover slip is added with few drops of absolute methanol for 15 minutes, and then washed with tap water and flood with the crystal violet reagent for 1 minute. And after drying, the cover slip is examined under microscope by using oil immersion at 1000x. Under microscope, the cultures is examined for the patterns of aerial mycelium and patterns of spores or conidia attached. Particular actinomycetes are showing various arrangements of conidia, and the characteristics are suggested in Burgess Manual of Systematic Bacteriology, its 2nd edition, volume 5, Actinobacteria, part A. These are some arrangements. By that we can go for identification microscopically. Some aerial mycelium show straight conidial chain, some show flexuous arrangement, some flaccidial, some show monoverticillate without spiral, and some monoverticillate with spiral. So we have to go for these observation under microscope. Some species show open loops, with primitive spirals, some open spirals, this highly coiled conidial branches, some show closed spirals. The spirals are close to each other. Then biverticillate without spiral and biverticillate with spiral. These are the possible arrangements of conidial branches. Through that we can identify. The growing culture on the Petri plate is develop a particular pattern on the cover slip while the cover slip is inserted into the culture at 45 degrees angle. So the without disturbing these pattern by putting out the cover slip, we can directly, without disturbing this, we can directly observe the conidial branches and its arrangement, which is more easier for us for identification. The next part is primary screening for antibiotic production. Out of that master culture, we can select 2 or 3 cultures for antibiotic production screening. For that, we have to prepare yeast extract, malt extract, agar medium. This is the composition. It contains peptone, yeast extract, malt extract, dextrose, agar, and finally converted to pH 6.2. And this complete composition is make up to 1000 ml. The pure out of the pure culture, 1 loopful suspension is transferred to the agar medium towards the periphery of the Petri plate. In this part of experiment, we have to go for the primary screening of our pure culture, whether it is capable to produce antibiotic in the environment. For that, we have to inoculate our pure culture in the periphery of the Petri plate. Sometimes it is inoculated as a single streak on the center, leaving the space by both sides. After that, the test bacteria for which we have to test the antibiotic production, they are again inoculated in the same plate at right angles to the growing Actinomycetes colony. Initially, the Actinomycetes culture is incubated for 7 days to get it acclimatized and capable to produce antibiotic, and then after the bacteria, the test organism is inoculated and again the plate is incubated for 24 hours. After 24 hours, the plate is observed for these 4 results. Either the test bacteria is totally inhibited, that is indicated by Ti, so there will be no growth of bacteria, or it is growth inhibited, partial growth is showing, or growth inhibition and retardation, slight growth is showing, retarded growth is showing, or no inhibition, means the antibiotic produce is not at all capable to cause the death or inhibition of the given bacterial culture. These are the plates. First plate showing Actinomycetes culture in the left side of the plate, and at right angles of the initial culture there are 5 bacteria inoculated. These may be 5 different bacteria. The pure culture of 5 different bacteria, that will be called as test cultures. So initially this kind of inoculation is done, or sometimes if we are having more bacterial cultures, so we can go for this a center line streaking and leaving both the sides for bacterial inoculation. In this plate, we can see number 1 bacteria is totally inhibited. So this bacteria is sensitive for the antibiotic produced by this Actinomycetes. This is retarded growth. This is also retarded growth, and this is no inhibition. So this kind of result we can see after incubation. The next part is secondary screening and confirmation of antibiotic production. Out of our all pure cultures which are subjected to primary screening. Some cultures show total inhibition or total retardation. So these cultures are selected for potential antibiotic producer. So they are they are subjected for secondary screening and confirmation. For that, we have to prepare yeast extract, malt extract broth. The broth culture is prepared. We are already having the composition of yeast extract, malt extract. Here we produce broth without agar. The broth culture is inoculated with actinomycetes culture and incubated at 28 degrees centigrade for 7 days. After 7 days, we get bulk culture of broth actinomycetes. The culture is get filtered and centrifuged to extract the actinomycetes extract, antibiotic extract at 10,000 rpm for 20 to 30 minutes. Here we can also use cooling centrifuge for extraction of antibiotic. Then after, prepare nutrient agar medium and inoculate the test bacteria by spread plate technique. Normal nutrient agar medium, which we already use for our bacterial culture preparation. The medium is inoculated with test bacteria by spread plate. A complete lawn is prepared. And after lawn preparation, with the help of cork borer, a well is prepared, and the extract that we extracted the antibiotic in this step, that extract is poured in the well with the help of micropipette at around 20 ml of extract. After incubation, the plate is observed for size of zone of inhibition. As we know, this extract contained antibiotic, and this test bacteria was found showing total inhibition or growth retardation. Accordingly, after this step, the growth is inhibited, and due to this inhibition, a zone of inhibition is observed around the well. These are the plates. Single well is cut and the extract is poured in this. This is normal bacterial growth, and this is the zone of inhibition, that is due to the antibiotic extract added in this well. We can use 2 or 3 extract at a time for comparative analysis. Here we are using the same bacteria, and in these 3 wells we are using 3 different antibiotic extract for comparative analysis. Again, the size of zone of inhibition is measured in this step. Larger the size of inhibition, more the antibiotic, and higher the inhibition rate. So these are the observation tables. Initially, we observe the culture for morphological characterization. So the results are, the observations are depicted in this macroscopic method. The macroscopic features: colony characteristics, pigment production, aerial mycelium present or absent, substrate mycelium present or absent. Suppose we are having 4 pure cultures. So for each pure culture, the colony characteristics, pigment production, aerial mycelium, and substrate mycelium observations are recorded. For microscopic cover slip culture method, the culture codes are written here, and microscopic observation as per Burgess manual will be added here. Next, for primary screening, all the 4 cultures are subjected to, here for example I am using 4 types of bacteria. So correspondingly, the culture A is showing any kind of growth inhibition or total inhibition or growth retardation or no inhibition. We can put TI, GI, GIR or NIG, this codes, and we can have the primary screening of all 4 antibiotic producing actinomycetes that we have isolated earlier against these bacteria. In secondary screening, we go for size of zone of inhibition in millimeters or centimeters. Again, all 4 cultures and against all 4 bacteria. Finally, depict your result as per the observation received. total number of isolate recovered initially from master plate. Total number of isolates can be counted, and this is also recorded for number of actinomycetes isolated in the given soil sample. So we can predict the diversity of actinomycetes present in the given sample. Then according to the morphological and macroscopic characterization, the tentative identification is depicted in result, and then type of inhibition shown by the isolate. This kind of results that we have gone through the primary screening, name of bacteria, and for that the given actinomycetes culture is showing either total inhibition or growth retardation or no inhibition. And after that the confirmation of antibiotic production by secondary screening. So all that results are depicted as these 4 observations. Then interpret your result with the help of your instructor or teacher, that how the soil sample that you are using is having a different type of antibiotic producing actinomycetes and their relation with the test bacteria. Finally, we have to follow the precautions that we have already mentioned in other experiments, all microbiological preparations, the media preparations, the weighing for the media, and the activities that microbiological activities that we perform should be done cautiously. The microscopic observation must be done precisely, that needs patience and very keen observation. Care should be taken during handling the bacteria, as it should be pure in origin. So by this, in this experiment, we have to carry 2 organisms. So handling dual organism at a time in an experiment needs very careful examination, careful handling, and with due precautions. That's all for this. Thank you very much.